Now, with the current war and the fuel prices going haywire, a lot of us might have missed the recent announcement in March. That's going to have a large impact on the Australian building industry, and we're talking about the National Construction Code. Now, the National Construction Code, NCC2025, was meant to have rolled out last year, but it's been put back a bit, and the NCC2025 is now meant to roll out on the 1st of May this year, 2026. And guess what? Politics always has its own way. So we here in New South Wales, our government decided nope, NCC 2025 is just going to be too hard for us. We need another year. And they've put back the adoption of the NCC 2025 until May 2027. This is next year. But the Victorian government has gone all in, and they say, no problems, we will adopt on the 1st of May, NCC 2025. Now, we being roofers, we're not going to talk about the implications of this new building code for the rest of the building industry. We are going to look at it from the point of view of roofers. So what's the big deal with the NCC 2025? Well, if you've seen my previous video about NCC 2022, which is currently the governing code for us here in New South Wales, you'll know that there's a lot concerning roofers and all to do with ventilation of the roof cavity. Now, one thing with Sydney roofers is that we just happened to be in an area that was just outside the jurisdiction of the National Construction Code 2022. We here in Sydney, well, most of us here in Sydney on the eastern side of Sydney, were in a category called Climate Zone 5. Now, if you look at this map of Australia, where the climate zones have been identified, you'll see that Zone 5 is the green areas. And in the current code, which is the National Construction Code 2022, we don't have to comply with the ventilation requirements. Now, the outer areas of Sydney, the western areas of Sydney, do have to comply, but a lot of residences are like in between the two zones. So when they went about revising the National Construction Code for 2025, they decided to add 2 more zones to the application of the ventilation requirements. So now in the National Construction Code, the NCC 2025, you've got the ventilation requirements that were not applicable to a lot of Sydney now will apply, because now the ventilation requirements will apply to zones 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Used to only apply to 6, 7 and 8. Now 4 and 5 have been added in the National Construction Code 2025. Now we here in Sydney have got another year's reprieve, because instead of starting on the 1st of May, which is just a few weeks away, we've got another year to make sure that we do comply with the ventilation requirements on all new roofs. And when the National Construction Code 2025 comes into effect, you'll find by looking at the map of Australia that most of the southern part of the landmass now has to comply to the ventilation requirements. So the next question is, what do you have to do? Now, those of us who work with steel roofs, it just happens that Lysaght, in conjunction with the Australian Steel Institute, in the aftermath of National Construction Code 2022, they went and did a lot of research into how a steel roof can comply with the ventilation requirements. And they've put out a document. And if you look through the document and go through the examples of this particular document, You'll see that provided you tweak a few details with one, the building blanket details to allow for the inflow of air on the low level ventilation, provided you tweak a few things, you really don't have to do a lot because the roof profiles already allow for sufficient inlet, and at the ridge they also allow for sufficient outlet. So for most roof profiles, provided you tweak the insulation batt details and the building blanket details, you're all sweet. So for you steel roofers out there, if you read this particular document and you go through and look at the requirements of the inlet and the outlet, you will know that just by cutting the building blanket correctly at the gutter end and cutting it at the ridge end properly to allow for airflow, all you need to do is to do that, and also when the ceiling batts are put in, you allow for a gap between the underside of the blanket and the top of the ceiling insulation to allow the airflow to come in and ventilate the roof cavity. So very simple for us steel roofers out there to comply with the National Construction Code 2022 and also the National Construction Code 2025. All right, so what I'm proposing is that we actually change the standard detail of where the blanket insulation ends. Instead of the blanket insulation going all the way to the gutter, what we do is we push the blanket up and we finish it on the last batten. And the reason is because we need the blanket to be held on the last batten because that's a screwing line. So what we do is we create a zone in here. Right? So there's that gap, and we create a zone in here for air to go into the roof cavity. And also, as we go higher up the hip or on the ridge, we create a zone where the air can come out. So you might think, how will the air get in that gap when you've got a roof sheet open? So if you look at the little detail here, you can see that the blanket is hard up against the last batten and the sheet goes over the top. So the fiberglass will actually block any airflow on the roofs. But because we've created this little gap, air can come in on the roll, and there's an air space for the air to come in, and air will go in under this roll, come out, and then it allows the air to go into the roof cavity and then rise up the roof and out the top of the roof. So this is one way of creating adequate inlet areas for the proper roof ventilation to occur. Now, what about your roof tilers out there? Well, we can do a similar thing by tweaking a few details. And I think by playing around with the bell cast on how the fascia is detailed, you can provide a ventilation inlet at the fascia level to allow the air to flow in. And as for the top level ventilation, I think you'll have to install things like whirlybirds or somehow to let the air to escape at the top, the high level. So for your roof tilers, it's a little bit more complicated, and I think someone has to come up with some smart solutions to allow for the low level ventilation and the high level ventilation to make tile roofs comply to the National Construction Code 2022, which we're under at the moment, and the future 2025. So the message for roofers is, I guess, one, for the metal roofers, you don't have to do a lot. There's not a lot of worry about the new construction code as far as roof ventilation is concerned for you. Tweak a few things and you'll be okay. For tile roofs, you'll be required to do a few more things.